Okay, we're going to be talking about second mortgages. You know, what happens whenever you do a short sale and you basically understand what happens with the first mortgage, but then there's another party that is part of this process, which is the second mortgage. So let's make it very clear. If you have a loan for $300,000, more likely you have a $200,000 loan from the first mortgage, which is the main party, the principal party, and you may have a second mortgage for $50,000 from a second mortgage, and then the other $50,000 you brought cash to the closing. So there goes your $300,000. So whenever you're doing a short sale, the first mortgage, which is the principal, has the obligation to make the decision on the short sale part, because they're the ones that hold the control of the property when the property is going through this hardship. The second mortgage basically has to just tag along with the first mortgage. Hopefully they are going to get some money at the end, but they really don't have that much choice, because the reason why a short sale is happening is because the property value have dropped down, and more likely, in most cases, the first mortgage have just enough money to pay themselves, and they may even losing some money. So when it comes down to it, you know, they get all the money of the sale of the property in a short sale, and there is no money left for the second mortgage. And second mortgage basically has to release their position as a second mortgage so the house can sell to a new buyer. In order for them to do that, then they want maybe a little money, you know, because they want an incentive to do that. They cannot just say, hey, you can sell it, and we just walk away. Under normal circumstances, you know, whether it's a half a short sale or a traditional short sale, most of the time the second mortgage will receive, when there is no money left, where the first mortgage got all the money, then you will receive, the second mortgage will receive a small amount, whether it should be $6,000. In some cases now, some guidelines have changed, and they can even give them up to $8,000 and maybe even more. But that's about it. They're not going to get no more money. Regardless how much money you owe on the second mortgage, that's all they're going to get in exchange for them to release their position of a second mortgage and allow the sale of the house to happen. And obviously, if you have a second mortgage of $50,000 and they only got $8,000, there's $42,000 that they will have to eat up, okay? And obviously, that $42,000 can potentially be a deficiency judgment against you, even after they take that $8,000 and the second mortgage decides to come back after you for the other $42,000 with an unsecured bill, basically saying you still owe them $42,000 regardless whether you already sold the house. So on a second mortgage, it is very important that whoever's doing short sale, they have very clear message of what are their intentions later on. You don't want to be surprised by the second mortgage after the sale of your home saying that they need their $42,000 back. You know, it's not going to be $42,000 because they're going to add their attorney fees on top. Obviously, you know, what they're going to take in consideration is how much money you have. You know, how much equity, or how much equity you may have in other houses, but how much savings do you have? You know, if they perceive you to have a lot of money, they perceive for you to have good credit, and you cannot do a foreclosure for one reason or another, whether you have a government job or something like that, and they see that you're making good salary, they may come to you and say, hey, you need to pay us some money now every month, or we're going to garnish your wages. There's a possibility that could happen. Obviously, it's up to you to negotiate with your second lender, you know, but it's much better to negotiate with a second lender after they release their position as a second mortgage and allow you to sell the house, and better leverage for you to be negotiating with a second lender where they don't have no security anymore in any house, and the only thing they have is just a piece of paper where it's saying that you owe them money. So in that case, you have more leverage to negotiate with them for payments that may be beneficial to you and for conditions that are going to be beneficial to you. But regardless, understand that most second lenders on a short sale do not get but a little money, and it's up to them whether they want to pursue a deficiency judgment against you for the difference, or when they give their approval, they may say on their approval that they are relinquishing all the rights to come after you, and they consider the debt fully paid. So if you have any questions, please give me a call. I'll be glad to help you on this. 240-426-5754. Thank you. Have a good day.